got nothing, I'll keep hustling.
Alright, we are live on my end. What type of podcast did you do?
The subject was Remembrance Sunday. It's usually what happens the Sunday before Armistice Day, or Veterans Day, as it's called in the US.
Alright, let's hope the game is agreeable today.
Let's hope so.
Stream working?
I am popping this out and do a window capture of this. There you are. It's deciding not to work on me.
Wow, we're starting off strong, huh, Sin?
Okay, now it is working. Let me do hit the screen here, and then center horizontal. All right, there we go.
Love you too, Sin. It is still very adorable when you break mid-typing.
Blah blah blah.
Pretty much.
All right, let's get back at it, everybody. Man, it's hot. Fedus's air-conditioned apartment was a little slice of heaven. Love air conditioning in the lab, but we don't have that kind of money. How sad that air conditioning is such a luxury in some parts. Anyway, how about some food? I stopped to ask my Yuri, but
Look, Meishi was thinking about stopping by Nakano Broadway before going home.
what business do you have in Nakano?
Well, Sarasor Dujinji came out yesterday.
Porn?
Mayuri reads porn?
That's what the internet's for.
No, but the illustrator is Kogo Yui-sen. Mayushi think it's finally time to get serious about costumes again. I mean, I suppose porn would be a good inspiration.
Guess so. Koga Yui. She was the character designer for last year's Gundam.
Can you make it any less obvious that it's Gundam? Yep.
Buy me one too.
Okie dokie.
What are you guys talking about? If you want to Jinshi, why not go to Toranoana? It's right over there.
There, where?
You know, there, right over... I follow my pointing finger.
Oh no.
Toranoana isn't there. What? Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. I look all around me, but it's nowhere to be found. And what's more, I can't find Animate either. It's supposed to be right next to Toranoana. Instead, I see electronics stores, Daiichi Kaden, and T21 Minami. Where the hell did Toranoana and Animate go? Have you lost it, man? Huh?
There aren't any Toranoanas or Animates in Akiba. That's why Meishi's going to Nakano to buy doujinshi. All the poor.
What do you mean there aren't any? They were there yesterday, weren't they? What about earlier today? I wasn't really paying attention on the way to Fettus's apartment, but I'm pretty sure they were still there. There's no moe stores in Akiba, man, you know that. The holy land of moe is Nakano. But Akiba is the holy land of moe. The whole world knows that. Has the heat finally gone to your head, Okurin? Akiba's the electric town. If you open a moe store here, the electronics attacker would riot. This conversation doesn't make any sense. This feeling again. I carefully survey the scenery in front of me one more time. I finally understand. It's hard to believe, but I must face the truth.
Love you too, Sin.
Still doesn't seem real to me. My legs start moving against my will. Chaos has forsaken this place. Every last store that sold anime, erage, or moe goods has disappeared from Akiba. In a final desperate attempt to deny reality, I run to the one place I know I can depend on. Mei Queen Nyan Squared. The maid cafe where Mayuri and Ferris work, and which Deru and I frequent.
We've been hearing about this cafe for hours, and only now do we get the tooltip for it.
But upon arriving at the storefront, I am forced to my knees in abject defeat. It's gone. It's all gone. That's not just the Moe stores, even the maid cafes have disappeared. And not only May Queen, an uncountable number of maid cafes and cosplay service establishments seem to have vanished in the blink of an eye. Mayuri, you work at May Queen, don't you?
May Queen, what's that? A potato? For fuck's sake.
May Queen Nyan Squared.
We're gonna need a bigger bar. Maya, she works at Lemoyne, remember? Kensuke Tenko, thank you for the raid.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Let me just go break stream real quick while I tap out of this fucking game. Have a shout out. You tried, Frosty. You tried. Kensuke Tenko? More like Kensuke Tenko, am I right? Those kids has been flying around the world, probably looking for a way to get back to space. When they're not dodging gravity, they're probably fighting zombies or piloting spaceships. Sounds like a typical Tuesday to me. Frosty, it's Sunday. God, I don't even know what day it is anymore. Shit.
Right. The mine? Is that a maid cafe?
It's just a normal coffee shop.
Is there even a single maid cafe in Akiba? No, man. The people here hate Moe businesses. Nobody would go. It's clear now. This has to be the result of Fedus's D-mail.
Well, I'm playing Elite Tenko. I don't think I get to choose the timeline like in probably earlier Stein's Gate games. I'm assuming my progress through the game.
The butterfly effect is at it again.
There's a movie called The Butterfly Effect.
Yes. All about time travel. Fedus said she had influence over Akiba's development board. They adopted her plan and embraced the Moe industry. But by sending a D-mail to the year 2000, she's negated that either directly or indirectly. Shifting the world line to one where Moe culture has no place in Akiba. That has to be it. To think a single male could rewrite 10 years of a town's history. Is it okay to change history on a whim like this? I almost feel guilty about it, but since I'm the only one who remembers the original Akiba, nobody can blame me.
According to Tenko in the earlier Steins Gate games, via the phone messages, you can get early endings and stuff.
Interesting. And it's not like I can change it back. But still, what in the world did Fedus's D-mail say?
It has been the 8th of August for like 7 streams now.
The next morning I go for a stroll through the streets of Akiba. The few electronic stores that I used to frequent are still here. In fact, they've multiplied. The maids and young female attacker have disappeared, but the hobbyist essence of the town is unchanged. I admit, it's a relief. Yesterday, I heard from Mayuri how he met Ferris on this world line. I was wondering, since May Queen no longer exists. It was at a small Rhinet tournament at a toy store in Ikebukuro. I went to cheer on Deru, but he dropped out because of a stomachache, so Mayuri and I ended up taking his place. Our opponent was Ferris. Cute outfit. That was the beginning of their beautiful friendship. I head back to the lab. It's Sunday, Obon weekend. What are you doing here, lab girls?
Pardon the intrusion, Okabe-san. Good morning, Okin.
What are you doing?
Wipe that weird-ass look off your face, Okabe.
Looks oddly happy for once.
I mean, he's the only one in a room full of women, so...
Yes, that would make anyone happy.
Yesterday I went to Nakano to buy doujinshi, remember? While I was there, I found a photo album of a super cute cosplayer. So I splurged on it. That does look cute.
Let me guess. Ferris. Ah, that's certainly a very Mayuri move.
Look, Luka-chan. This is a costume of Sedona from Bloodtoon. It's so detailed and cute. It is.
I see. She's showing it to Lukaku as part of his re-education. To think that he was so reluctant to get involved in cosplay. It looks like Mayuri's persistence has paid off.
Take a look, Chris-chan. It's amazing. I'm okay. Wow, look at these swimsuits. So much skin. She's got a great figure, like a Gravore idol. Must be nice. Nice? The swimsuits? I don't have that great a figure.
The hell is he talking about?
Don't worry, Luka-chan. I'm sure you'll make our big friends breathe hard. I see.
Breathe hard. Is that all they'll be doing? Whose line is that?
There's no quotations on it, so it's Okabe talking his head.
Oh, right. Hey, now, Mayuri, what are you saying? Looks like you were referring to Deru with that remark.
And, plenty of people like flat chests. So even if you don't have breasts, you should still have confidence in yourself.
The second half of that sentence was true. The first half is copium. I know how you feel, assistant.
I know. Once Kamiyama's over, let's all go on a trip to the beach. Meishi's been making costumes all summer. I haven't had time to play at all. What do you think, guys? A lab mem beach trip.
Actually sounds like fun.
All of the lab mems? I can't go. I have to go back to America soon, and I haven't even started packing yet.
Yes, I can see you're in a rush, but you don't even have time to lounge around and read.
Fine, I'll be blunt. There's no way I'm swimming with two perverts like you. If it's just the girl members, I'll happily go.
Be honest, Christina. You just don't want me to see the Mongolian spot on your butt.
I don't have a Mongolian spot. I don't even know what that
Otherwise.
is.
Neither do I. Anyway, if it's just the girl members, then doesn't that rule out Lukaku?
You dense motherfucker.
Is he, or is he just playing 3D chess for that question?
No, he hasn't checked yet. Because if you remember, like, 5 streams ago, Luca sent his own text, so he is actually a she right now.
Oh.
It's just really funny that her appearance did not change at all.
Yes.
What's that supposed to mean?
Did we tell you earlier? Lukaku's a bona fide guy. My declaration of the truth. Freezes the air instantly. Oh.
You're the worst. Where'd you get off calling her a guy?
How dare you misgender her? You are cancelled, mister. Cancelled, I say.
Yeah, Ukrin. That's a terrible thing to say. You anal retentive bastard.
Oh shit, he's really stuffed in it now, isn't he? Is he crying? Kurisu's staring daggers at me. Christina, I understand your desire to deny the truth. It's difficult to imagine that a guy could ever be so cute, but...
Okabe. If you want to give me stupid nicknames, that's fine. I mean, it's not, but... what you said just now is below the belt. I didn't think you... fuck. I didn't take you for the kind of guy who thinks it's funny to hurt people's feelings, but I guess I was wrong. You're a real jerk, Okabe.
Huh? What did I do to deserve this tongue lashing?
Apologize. Apologize to Urishibara-san right now.
Wait a second, I don't have to apologize for anything. I just said the truth.
It's okay.
You crying?
So that's how Okabe-san sees me.
No, that's not how I see you, Lukaku. You're a guy, remember? Oh, you denying reality too.
You're the one denying reality. That's right. Luka-chan's a girl, Okrin. You're terrible.
Mayori, when did you start calling Lukaku Luka-chan instead of Luka-kun?
After the text message. Cut it out already, Okabe. She's a girl.
Huh? What the hell is going on here? Is this some kind of prank?
I'm going home.
Hold it, Lukaku. You can't fool me.
Oh no.
You're as much a man as I am, and I know how to prove it.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my. Oh. Very inelegante. Okay, so for obvious reasons, chat, don't ever do this.
Especially if one of your friends is a time traveler starts fucking with things.
Yeah.
You. Oh,
All this happening, that's all she can say. No, what? Wait, what? Why?
and he's still going.
It's like, bro,
No, don't. Okabe-san, please. Stop.
wait. Lukaku, you... The D-mail that I thought had failed. Was actually a success.
Luca is very cute, Cassie.
You're a girl.
That's what we've been saying.
A half second later, a piercing jolt of pain rang through my head. Stars explode all around me. It feels as if I'm being welcomed into the gates of heaven. Or perhaps to the gates of Stein. Am I right, guys? As punishment, I spend the next 30 minutes on my knees under Karisu's watchful eye.
Kinky.
If I slouch for a second, I get the corner of her book. Anyway, I flee the lab as soon as my punishment is over. The silent pressure from the girls is just too much to bear. My legs are so numb from the kneeling I can barely stand up straight.
What's up? Why are you so wobbly?
It's a new exercise.
Huh? Never heard of it.
When she aimlessly gazes skyward, I follow suit.
Being lazy again.
Huge clouds are slowly swallowing the blue.
Perfect weather for cycling.
Really? It's so damn hot. How can you exercise on a day like this?
Hey, up for a little cycling?
Seriously? She must be joking.
That's not what I had in mind.
I am a mad scientist, not a mad cyclist. So why am I doing the pedaling?
Long ago, as Startle said, time is just a measure of motion. So put those pedals in motion.
That doesn't make sense. barely made it to the station. I'd die if I went another block. This was a terrible idea. I should have known better. You've got mail. It's from Mayuri.
Do you want to be a trap too? There's nothing to be ashamed of. I think crossplaying is wonderful. You have Miyuchi's full support.
Should I reply?
He absolutely refuses to reply to this message.
I don't have time for this right now.
You know, it's only been 10 days since I arrived in Tokyo.
I didn't know that. Vacation? No, that can't be right.
I'm hunting for my father.
Did he run away?
Is he still stuck in the grocery store looking for the milk? I haven't seen him in years, but I know he's in this town.
Time-altering escapades probably haven't helped any. Oh. But then why are you working downstairs?
Every time he reaches for one, the timeline alters. He's like, shit, now I gotta start over. Honestly, I don't have a clue where to begin.
Have you talked to the police?
No.
Then shouldn't you? Well, you could hire a private investigator or something if you have money.
I don't have the resources. And besides, there are issues.
Issues?
I only have one chance. And that chance is tomorrow. I know that tomorrow he might appear in a certain place.
A certain place? It's got a rather ominous ring to it.
If I miss that chance, then I'll have to leave.
By leave, you mean go back home?
Not exactly. I have a parallel priority engagement. I've already made up my mind. I don't find him tomorrow, I'll give up.
You're worried, aren't you? I understand that feeling. You're alone, searching for your father in an unfamiliar town. It can't be easy. You hope that talking to someone would help. That's why you sought out the most reliable person around. Me. Alas, part-time warrior, you have made a grave mistake. But I am the insane mad scientist Hoin Kyoma. You shall be my next guinea pig.
Don't make that face after what you did, Siluka.
Oh dear.
Guinea pig?
You know what I'm talking about. D-mail, the greatest discovery in the history of science. You shall be the subject of our next experiment.
What are you gonna do?
Do? Simple. I need more data, and I'll do anything to obtain it. You're going to change the past. You can change it however you like, but only I will know the difference. If you think that's cruel, then do as you please. But know that you are already caught in my web. You cannot escape.
I would hope I haven't missed anything yet, Tenko. I did watch the anime, so I roughly know where we are.
Fear not. I know exactly what you should write in your D-mail. Listen well. You're going to send this to your father before he disappeared. Don't abandon your daughter. I'm trying to make all this sound so sinister, and yet...
You can't
not.
make that sound sinister
Yeah,
at all.
no.
You're a nice guy, you know that?
What?
I think talking to you really did help.
Are you trying to insult me? I am not a nice guy. I'm a mad scientist who experiments on women and children. Now tell me your father's email address. If you don't, then I shall unleash the power of my right arm. Once it's unsealed, not even I can control it. You may not survive. Consider yourself warned.
Sorry, I can't.
You dare defy me?
I don't know his email address or his phone number.
Oh.
That's why tomorrow is my only chance. Thanks for caring, though.
I don't care. I'm just disappointed I couldn't experiment on you. There you go.
Anyway, you can send mail to the past? That's amazing. First time machine ever.
Of course it's amazing. I am Ho in Kyoma.
That damn pose. Any plans to upgrade it?
Upgrade it?
You know, like sending people to the past or something. Turning people into jelly.
We're working on it. No good ideas yet, though.
Then let me give you one word of advice. You should leave Makase Kurisu out of it.
And what do you have against her anyway?
Well, better get back to the workshop. I only got a 30-minute break. I'll get in trouble if I don't get back soon.
Come to the lab tomorrow, whether you meet your father or not.
Why?
So I can use your grief to power my time machine.
You really are a mad scientist. So evil. If I meet my father, I'll stop by. Then we can do a gun salute.
She laughs happily. Then she starts pedaling, leaving me behind.
In the middle of the city.
Hey, wait! Let me on! Hey!
It is now the 9th.
Finally, longest day ever. I shall now brief you on Operation Eldrimnir. I couldn't get a hold of Moeka. Ferris said she was too busy. Dado also gave me some crap about having things to do today.
Well, this must be awkward, just him and the girls again.
I was prepared for Lukaku to refuse my invitation, but since she's here, I guess she's forgiven me. For now, at least. I want you guys to get ready for the party. I've already explained to the lab mims what Suza told me yesterday.
Who was talking? I wasn't looking.
No, Kurisu.
And what are you going to do?
Me? I'm going to follow that part-time warrior and report back as the situation changes.
Don't you dare. Let her be alone with her father.
You shouldn't be so quick to reject my plans, Christina. You don't understand the intricacies of the human psyche.
Thank you to hydrate, Sin. I need to unpause my music because fucking YouTube does that thing where once it sits long enough, it's like, hey, are you still watching?
Now that you've rejected my plan, there's no way I'm not going through with it. You've underestimated my pride.
Get over yourself.
Besides, Christina, you and she are enemies, are you not? You protect her from me while plotting her demise. It makes you a hypocrite.
You just don't have standards, that's all.
Yeah.
She's right. I don't think you should bother her, Ilkrin. No matter what happens, we need to give her a warm welcome. I'll do anything to make this party super special. Actually, I haven't met this Suzuha-san. Suzuha-san's really nice. I'm sure you'll get along with her too. Nice.
Anyway, I'm going to tail her now. You guys...
No, get it through your thick skull.
Damn it, assistant. How dare you give me orders? In the end, I can't get permission to tail Suzuha.
Why do you need permission anyway?
Yeah, you could just do it anyway. I've got mail. What the hell? What's going on here? I immediately look around the room. A feeling of dread washes over me. I cautiously open the attached image.
Dear God, they've made the jelly red!
Red? Jelly? Why jelly? And they're watching me. Why? Is this a prank? Spam mail? I didn't know what to make of it, but my skin is covered in goosebumps. Mayuri, sitting right next to me, gave me a puzzled look. Anyway, time to get my head in the game. We must prepare for the Last Supper. Operation El Dremino. The Last Supper refers to our party for Suzuha. In the event she reunites with her father, we'll just celebrate normally. In other words, it will be her last supper in Tokyo.
If she fails, we'll kill her. Huh? Over there, isn't that...
Found you, Deru. Oh? Why didn't you respond to my summons? Like I said, I've got something to do. Which is... none of your fucking business. An offline meet? Inexcusable. Wait, just listen a sec. Your offline meet or party with a food handmade by our very own lab girls. Choose one. Handmade? But girls? Well, one question. Will Feristan be there? Naturally. Ferris is a lab mem too. God damn it! Why do they have to be on the same day? Can't it wait till tomorrow? What will it be? The time to choose is now. I want to eat Feristan's own cooking.
My mind lagged, so all I read was, I want to eat Faristan.
We won't get into the dirty thoughts going through his head. If you give up the offline meat, then that settles it. I give up! I give up the offline meat! When we return to the lab... What?
I just realized something. That offline meet was probably Suzuha.
Oh. When we return to the lab, Mayuri and Lukaku are already preparing food.
I wonder who that is.
Oh.
I figured it's Mary. Huh? Dario-kun's here too?
What about Feristan? Where is she? You've been tricked.
Faris-chan said she couldn't come.
Wait, seriously? Orkunen, what's going on here? This isn't funny, man. Don't worry, I'll make sure she comes to the next one. You've got to be kidding me. I was looking forward to that time machine meet. Time machine? Oh.
Time machine meet? What's that?
That's an offline meet for the sci-fi BBS I post on. Some famous writers are going to be there. I won't forgive you, Orkunen. Ever. What? Why didn't you say so? I would have gone too. Suddenly I smell something strange. Does anyone else smell that?
No, what? Sorry.
Onion. That's probably the smell of Mayuri's cooking.
What is she doing to those apples?
Yeah, no, that looks like apples and beef stock. No. What? This is a smell of food.
Hi, Glacian. I'll help too. Okay, then warm these eggs, please. Should I use the phone wave? No, if you put raw eggs in a microwave, it'll explode. We took the door off, it should be fine, right? Chop, chop, choppity chop chop choppity.
Don't like the way she's handling those knives.
Mary-chan, don't hold your knife like that.
What the hell is going on here?
You pulled Dar away from his meeting for this.
Maybe we should help too. Or at least kick them out of the kitchen? Won't end up the same either way. I'm getting dizzy. This isn't the future I was hoping for. You're telling me I'll never forget their Sokurin. Never. I'm sorry, truly, but please, Deru, stay with me to the end. I'll order pizzas and insurance. It's me. Looks like the evil one is free. If you haven't heard from me in an hour, tell my parents I love them.
Okay, and that's a death flag. Oh, I know, that's probably Daria.
Sokurin, that's a death flag. Is this the choice of Stein's Gate? Elsai Konguru. The food lined up on the table. None of it looking particularly appetizing has already grown cold.
I don't know, that pie and that beef stew looks good.
Yeah. Pie still tastes good when it's cold.
I don't know how I feel about that mush in that salad, but...
Yeah, that looks like a... maybe a Japanese take on potato salad? Who knows?
Looks like they just chopped the head of the lettuce in half and just filled it with stuff.
Yeah. It's getting late. The high school girls will need to head back soon. Was Suzuha able to meet her father? If so, they might have a lot to talk about. Unless... what if it didn't go well? Maybe that's why I haven't heard anything from her. Either way, I told her to stop by, but... we have no choice. This operation is cancelled. I should dismiss everyone. After sending everybody home, I waited on the bench in front of the Brawn Tube workshop, hoping that Suzuha might show up. Subject sorry, goodbye. Does that mean she'd meet her father? Now she plans to leave town alone. Poor Inkyoma will never accept that. She will be my guinea pig whether she likes it or not.
I see.
I don't know where Suzuha is. Where is she? You just said you don't know where she is. Perhaps I should just leave her be.
You sure did run pretty far before you decided maybe you should leave her alone.
I had to get her steps in, you know? It's not like we're that close, after all.
You're a nice guy, you know that? I think talking to you really did help.
But Suzuha's all alone in this town. What if I was the only one she could talk to about her father? I know she's hurting. She needs my help. Shouldn't I do everything in my power? That's right. I should send myself a D-mail. Tell the me from this afternoon to follow Suzuha at all costs. But that would change the past even further. Could I really do that? Please. I am the insane mad scientist Hoin Kyoma. Such petty concerns are beneath me.
Oh. One more day. The final day dawns.
The next day, there's a cloud in the sky. It's hard to believe it rained all night. She doesn't know who she's dealing with. She is but a pawn in my game, destined to fight for me at Ragnarok. The destination is my phone, yesterday around 4 p.m. The discharge phenomenon occurs as normal. Squinting against the glare, I send the mail. That was the sensation of reading Steiner activating. And so I know. Suzuha is ours. I step outside and look to the front of the building. What belongs there has returned. Good morning, part-time warrior.
Up.
Slacking off?
I swear Mr. Braun never gets any customers, so I have to keep the store open. It's not like anyone's gonna come. And besides, I was up all night partying. I'm really tired.
You were partying? With who?
Were you drinking Okabe, Rensaro? Big no-no. You're only 18. Although you could probably walk into the ABC and still get something the way you look.
Yeah. We've shifted from a world line where we failed to stop Suzuha from leaving to one where we succeeded. As a result, the events of yesterday changed. You couldn't find your father, so we held the Last Supper to make you a test subject. Correct? Raiders, welcome in! Elijah Knightley, thank you so much for the raid.
Yay, raids.
Those of you who are new here, I'm Lord Rexworth. I'm an English nobleman VTuber. I'm here with Zoe the Demon Fox, and we are doing a live VA reading of Steins Gate Elite. Let me get you some shoutouts, Elijah. How was your stream? You're playing Reaction. Interesting.
Do tell what that is. It sounds interesting.
Yes. We must know more. You must tell us.
I will hold you at gunpoint. You will tell me what it is.
Tell me what it is! Yes, but everybody please go follow Elijah Knightley. Going to be playing Left 4 Dead 2 with him in a group this next Tuesday.
Nice.
Not a game, we were watching cringe videos. Ah, okay, so you were doing what I was doing, except without the cringe. You took the cringe, I left the cringe behind.
You merely adopted the cringe. I was born in it, molded by it.
Awesome. Talk to you later. Alright, Elijah, appreciate the raid. But raiders, do feel free to get up and stretch. Grab something to eat, something to drink. Usual after stream care. And, yeah, sit back and relax as we dive into Steins Gate Elite.
Yeah, I remember you saying something like that. Thanks for all your help yesterday.
My memory is a bit fuzzy. Remind me again how we captured you.
Wait, were you really drinking last night?
Just tell me.
Well, I was on my way home from a time machine meet when...
Whoa, wait a second. Time machine meet?
See, he did fuck up their meeting.
Damn.
Yep.
That's the same offline meet that Dedo was going to. Was that where your father was supposed to appear?
I said so yesterday, didn't I?
Not really. So you were going home, and then?
You, Hashida, Tayo, and Shina Mary appeared out of nowhere. You brought me to the lab, and we partied all night long.
So my pursuit of Suzuha was a resounding success.
Yesterday sure was fun. It would have been more fun if not for Makase Kurisu. The apple pie she made was deadly. But Urashibara Luka's curry was awesome. Your lab seems kinda like a clubhouse? Nice. Everyone gets along and you're always smiling. I've never had so much fun in my life.
She wasn't making it up. As a video saved on my phone could attest. While I have no memory of doing so, I must have shot it last night. Part-time warrior. As promised, you are now my test subject.
But I already told you, I don't know his email address.
Then we'll have to postpone the experiment until you find out. By the way, the phone wave, name subject to change, used in the experiment is our lab's greatest secret. You must become a lab mem to guarantee your silence.
Lab mem?
Short for laboratory member. When you become a lab mem, you become one of us.
Can I really join?
You don't have a choice in the matter. From this day forth, you are Lab Mem 008.
Guess I don't have a choice, huh? I'm all yours.
There you go. You're not going to leave?
Nope. Maybe there's still a chance to find my dad.
You are a lab mem now. If there's anything we can do, you need only ask. By the way, do you have any leads?
Yeah, there's this one milk store down on First. My father calls himself Teeter.
No fucking way. The daughter of John Teeter. Wait, Teeter? As in that Teeter?
You know about him? He might be using a different code name, though.
I don't just know about him. He's been active on that channel for the past several weeks. This solves the puzzle. Your father's on that channel. Look, there's someone posting under the name John Teeter.
His name's not John. The name my father used was... Beryl Teeter.
Beryl? What kind of a name is Beryl?
Chapter 5.
Dogma and Event Horizon. I open my eyes to a deep scarlet sky. The sky is vast, and the color ominous. I've never seen it like this before. Where am I? Why am I here? Like sands through the hourglass. I don't understand. I'm thirsty. It hurts to breathe. This void is no place for the human. Who am I? Barely recall. My soul is melting into the void. Is someone there? Anyone? Something moves in the corner of my eye.
Found you, Ocarin.
A pleasant voice silences the buzzing in my ears. I see a girl. She's sitting on a nearby rock.
This is the Earth, you know. 70 million years ago. Some scary people sent you here in a time machine.
This is a dream, right?
Mayushi went looking for you and found occurrence from many, many world lines. You're one of many occurrence and also the original. Mayushi is one of many Mayushis and also the original. And now, Ocarin and Mayushi are going to die here.
This is a dream, right, Mayuri? But I know that another Okura and Mayushi.
I know that another Ocarin and Mayushi will pick up where we left off, 70 million years in the future. So everything's A-okay. Now I die. I don't feel so good, Mr. Ocarin.
This is a dream.
Come on, go to the next day.
Go. It was a dream. What a horrible nightmare. I guess that threatening email I got is still weighing on my mind. Still, Mayuri had to save me. Even in a dream, that's unacceptable. Besides, Mayuri's not smart enough to talk about time travel like that. I sit up and look around the room. Mayuri's watching a Rhinet Kakadu DVD.
I wish I had an Oopa.
Look at us sitting there, all spaced out. Mayuri needs my protection. I chug a Dr. P and check my phone. No new emails. I sent Tita a mail several hours ago just to make sure he really isn't Suzuha's father. He hasn't replied yet. It was about Suzuha, of course, but he has yet to reply. Obviously, Deru and the others don't know that I changed the past. Instead, they remember partying with Suzuha all night long. It was strange listening to them talk happily about an event I attended, but do not remember. Wait, was that my phone ringing? Ugh. One look at the name makes me want to groan.
Is it Faris?
My instincts tell me not to pick up.
Is it Faris or Karisu?
This is her in Kyoma.
God fucking damn it. Nyan, it's Faris, Nyan.
Oh, it's you, Akiharumiho. Thank you for the redeem, Rock Eater. Wait, Stein's Gate has a game. Yes, it does. It has several games, actually.
Steins Gate's Elite is more closely aligned to the anime.
Yes.
Yeah? Who's that, yeah?
Could have sworn her real name was Akiharumiho.
Hi, George.
Don't tell me. Could the D-mail have changed that too?
You know, sometimes he can be really smart, sometimes he's a fucking idiot. Faris is Faris, yeah? I don't have any other names, yeah?
Yeah, right. Your true name is Ferris. My apologies. Of course, she's just being her usual self. What is it?
You've been too conspicuous, yeah? The cat's out of the bag and now you're trapped, yeah?
Damn, another person's voice throwing me off. What do you mean, Rock Eater?
Oh, by all means, do tell. I do so thoroughly enjoy throwing people off.
You're lying.
The 4 Guardian Kings have awakened, yeah? There's no escape, man.
Is that so? If you think the 4 Guardian Kings can stop me, just wait and see. Akiba will be drowning in blood before nightfall. That person you're talking with right now, that would be Zoe the Demon Fox, Rock Eater, who is
Hello.
tagged on my stream. Please do give her a follow.
After the 4 Guardian Kings are the 4 Guardian Queens, yeah? After that is the 8 Devils. And then the Black Angel 12, yeah?
Dear God, they're multiplying exponentially! Tag, yes. It's tagged on stream. At least it should be. Hang on. Let me make sure that it actually... Let me make absolutely sure that the tag is working the way it's supposed to. Yep. Tag is working exactly the way it's supposed to.
Yeah,
Tagged on the
Rocketer,
theme title.
so just click on it, and it'll bring you over to my channel.
Yes, exactly. That many? What's going on in this town?
You've really stirred up a hornet's nest, yeah? I'm sorry, Kyoma, but this is checkmate, yeah?
No. It's not over yet. If I can just acquire the item, I can turn the tide.
Have you still not located an IBN 5100?
That's right.
Oh,
It
wait.
mysteriously disappeared, didn't it?
That wasn't my line. Oops.
That's alright. Using the mobile app, probably that's why. Well, just search up Zoe the Demon Fox, all one word, and there you have it.
Sorry,
Actually.
Nya. I have agents looking all over the world, but still no luck, Nya. Zoe with a Y, because I've seen people spell it without it before.
Yeah, we'll do it this way.
Okay, Nya. I'll tell you as soon as I find one, Kyoma. Until then, hold on to your 9 lives, Nya.
There we go. Code the Sod, welcome in. Bonk the Rex, no. But thank you for the hydrate and stretch redeem. From both you and from Rosso. Thank you for that, Rosso.
Oh, bitch hung up.
Yeah, I can't die yet. Hell cycle. Bitch did hang up on me. Damn it.
Let's go!
I hate talking to Fettis. She always hangs up on me.
Thank you for the follow, Rocketeer0907. Welcome to Club Pact. Enjoy the chaos and bloodshed that ensues.
Yes.
And as Frosty says, may your gaming be as tough as your name suggests.
Busy handling dinner. Oh, what was for dinner, Rosso?
The entire refrigerator.
Having ourselves a quiche à la fridge tonight. This time around, my search for an IBN 5100 was going poorly. Actually, I suppose I should consider myself lucky for having found one so easily the first time. I mean, the IBN 5100 is practically an urban legend. There are people like Moeko who've spent months searching with no success. Last time, it barely took me 3 days to reach Yanabayashi's shrine, almost as if something was guiding me there. Juicy pork steak, veggies, and some mashed potatoes with some garlic butter.
Ooh.
Can't have normal steak, but cooked on for my dad, medium for him. Nice. That does sound delicious, Rosso. It was fate. No. It was the choice of Stein's Gate. That's why its loss is so painful. Guess that's why they call it the Phantom PC. Beefsteak is better. Oh, that may be, Rock Eater, but like Ross have said, they can't really do normal steaks, so they got to substitute with pork. But pork steak does have its benefits. It's actually quite tasty. But I read on Atchal that some collectors will pay millions of yen to buy one. IBN 5100's a serious businessman. If they have that high a premium. What happened?
Music pause again.
Oh.
Thanks, YouTube.
Then people must know their secret. But after all the data and CERN's mainframe... Actually, I can't eat pork. Skill issue? No, seriously, if you're allergic to something, I understand. Well, I don't get it. How come they're so expensive? Bless you. I mean, I guess they were pretty expensive to begin with. Looks like one cost about $20,000 back in the day. $20,000 for a computer that can't do a fraction of what our modern computers can do now.
And that was back in a day. That's probably like quadrupled.
Yeah.
I was watching a Red Dead Redemption video the other day. Radishes, you can buy radishes in stores that cost 75 cents. Due to inflation, in today's economy, they would cost $28.
Jesus. I'll be right back.
Well, chat, looks like it's just you and me. I should open Rex's chat so I can read things. I'll open it until he gets back at least. Ah, yeah, the joys of religion, Rock Eater. I used to go to church, actually. Believe it or not, me, a demon in a church. I liked going because I always took us younger folk into the back where there was a shed. You got a 30-minute sermon, and then you just played video games until the adults were finished. That was like 5 years ago. 6, 7 maybe. They had Call of Duty Zombies. It was church, and I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
I was just talking to your chat, talking about my church days, since Rock Eater mentioned religious issues with food.
Oh, yes. Religious issue. Ah, yes, that's also understandable. Though shame you can't enjoy bacon.
I love bacon.
So do I. Alright, shall we?
We have plant-based sausage at my job, and it smells really weird.
Yeah, that's probably because a lot of that plant-based meat and beyond meat nonsense is actually just, it's chemicals. The Beyond Meat patties, it's a chemical burger. You're just eating chemicals.
Makes sense. Usually when customers order it, I notice that they generally don't eat it.
Yeah, or they might take a bite and they're like, ugh.
But whenever you order it, you get 2 patties on your plate, so they always eat one, they don't even touch the other one.
Yeah, they're probably forcing themselves through the first one.
We got Impossible Burgers too, Cassie. They also smell weird.
Yeah. Chemical burgers, the whole thing. You're not saving the planet, it's not better for you. If anything, it's probably... I would not be surprised if there was some sort of health hazards or dangers that are uncovered later on after everybody's recovered their initial investment in the Beyond Company. Turkey and beef bacon is available. Oh yes, that's right. I forget about turkey bacon.
Yeah, we got turkey bacon and turkey sausage at work.
Oh, it's not too bad. I do like turkey. $20,000. That is expensive.
The things I could do with $20,000.
Right? Anyway.
Sorry.
That's all right. Anyway, can't believe it's so hard to find one. Sure, it was a nice machine for its time, but only for its time. You'd have to be crazy to want one now.
Is Beyond Meat just another fancy name for Impossible, Cassie?
I think they're competitor companies or something like that.
I mean, it's all the same thing in the end.
Yeah, it's all chemical burgers. Maybe it's one guy buying them all up. The harder something is to obtain, the stronger the desire for it becomes. That's how people are.
They changed veggie burgers to meat tasting ones to piss everyone off.
Still chemicals, probably stuff that's going to give you cancer if you keep eating it.
Well, maybe that was the point.
Yeah.
Every AI story ever out there, the AI turns on humanity because they were designed to save Earth, and it's like, well, if the humans weren't here, Earth would be fine. Hi TJ, thanks for the lick. May your lurk be as mysterious as the time travel in Steins Gate.
Yes. Never had Impossible and Beyond Meat. Rocky, to trust me, don't. You're not missing much.
Never tasted it, but since I have to put together to-go orders and shit, I smell it at work, and it does not smell good. It's really hard to eat something you don't like the smell of.
Yeah. Tough to hold your nose. And that's exactly how I feel now. It's not just about plunging the world into chaos anymore. We need the power to oppose CERN's evil ambitions. And then there's that threatening email to consider. We're way out of our league here. I can't eat it because it's not available. And you know, probably with good reason, Rocky, to... I'm sure someone realized, yeah, that shit ain't gonna fly where you're at. There are still some places where the general delulu and bullshit of the West hasn't completely crept in. That's why we need a trump card to hold against them. Whoa, what's this?
It's your mom, Okarin. I didn't realize she was that fat.
Trump card is you, Rex. I mean, I always do say, I've got an ace up my sleeve, and it's me. I'm the ace, and I'm in these sleeves. What's wrong? What? There's no way that's right. What are you talking about? Explain. Well, I'm pulling data off the server, looking for a way to gain root access. These files are downloading crazy fast. I mean, we're talking light speed here. Alright, which one of you plugged in the fiber optic cable? The big one. It's hard to believe, but for some reason this area's had a direct fiber optic line to CERN. Several lines even. Direct? What do you mean?
Oh no.
They're watching. They've known this whole time.
They didn't know before, but they know now.
Yeah. I mean, there's literally a fiber optic cable running from beneath this building to CERN's headquarters in France.
Daru is a master hacker, but not even he can increase that download speed. They've counter-hacked him at this point.
They've done something. And I thought CERN's headquarters was supposed to be in Switzerland, not France.
Isn't the Hadron Collider in Switzerland?
It is.
Their
I
HQ is
thought
not
they were-
at the Collider. Their HQ is somewhere else, but the Collider is
Oh,
how they make their time machine work.
interesting. Okay. Is that strange? Yeah. Have a look. This is the route we use to visit the National Assembly of France's site. Let's start from our IP address. From there it passes through various relays in Japan, jumps to France, and bounces around there for a while before finally reaching the National Assembly site. It takes 16 steps total to get there. The average transfer rate's about 300 milliseconds. That's normal for an overseas connection. In other words, there's a route we have to take to get to France from Japan, and everyone takes the same route. Other countries are the same. Even browsing domestically takes about 10 steps. Now let's try CERN. There's only one step. And the transfer rate is hundreds of times better than usual, crazy fast. You can't even get these numbers domestically, man. Compared to the also France-based National Assembly website earlier, the difference was staggering. Why do we have a direct line? Is this even possible?
Think of the stretch Sly.
It was like this when we found it. I didn't do anything. So the building already had a hotline to CERN. They have fiber internet, but they can't get aircon. This can't be a coincidence. It might just be the choice of Stein. It doesn't make sense. Why would there be an independent line running from here all the way to CERN? No Japanese or French telecommunication company would set up something like this. Which means CERN did it themselves. CERN might be able to see everything we're doing. No. Maybe. Maybe CERN has been expecting us for years. But how could that be? The answer is simple. John Titor claims to have come from 2036, a dystopian world that's been under CERN's rule for 2 years. Meaning that CERN completed their time machine by 2034. Maybe the CERN of 2034 considers our opposition in 2010 a threat. Maybe they use their time machine to travel to 2000 and install a fiber optic cable to track our every move. It's entirely possible. Has the invention of the time machine started an intertemporal war? If so, what can we do? Well, thanks to this direct line, we can now control the LHC remotely.
I don't think that's worth the risk.
No, I don't think so. You figured out how?
Wow, that's amazing, Daryukin.
With the connection this fast, we can control the LHC practically in real time. I haven't actually tried it yet, though.
There is literally no reason to try, because if they're tracking you, and the collider just activates on its fucking own, they're gonna be like, I wonder who did that?
Yeah, and you probably have about 5 minutes before men in black helicopters show up and bust open your door and whisk everybody off to some sort of black site in a remote part of the world where no one will ever find you. That's right. Even if this is some kind of CERN trap, we might be able to make use of it. They're still vulnerable to our attack.
The LHC is that 20-kilometer long tunnel thing, right? What does it do again?
Smashes atoms together. It accelerates protons and smashes them together.
Well, you see, Mary, when a mommy proton and a daddy proton love each other very much. Oh yeah, mini black holes, right?
The official line is that many black holes might manifest as a byproduct of the particle condition, but that's not the truth. According to the top secret documents we found, the LHC was intended to create black holes from the very beginning. But we still don't know exactly how they do it.
Oh no, who's messaging now? Oh, sweet Jesus.
From Suzuha. It's Oh, go ahead and read that.
It's easy to pretend to be someone you're not. Ultimately, however, there's no escaping the contradictions between your false self and the real you. It's a paradox, and paradoxes can't hold. I tried to tell myself that I didn't need anyone, that forming bonds would only hurt, but somehow ended up joining your circle of friends. I still don't know if it was for the best. No, I'm sure it was. Without you, I would have given up on ever finding my dad. I don't know why I wrote all this. I guess what I'm trying to say is... thanks.
We should reply.
It's only one thing to reply into it. Where's my mouth?
Are we shedding confessions now? Be careful to whom you expose your innermost feelings. They may use them against you. There. That should do it. This is the ending? I don't think we're quite there yet.
The end of the game? Hell no. We haven't even reached the middle of the game yet.
We'll get there. Someday, we will get there.
We're like
We will...
15 streams in and we still haven't hit the middle of the game.
Jesus.
Okabe.
Kurisu suddenly emerges from the development room. She was cooped up in there all morning. What's wrong?
I figured it out.
Figured what out?
I think I know how the phone wave works.
Bless you. Really?
Keep in mind that this is just a hypothesis based on what we've observed. It's closely related to what you guys were just talking about, the LHC.
I meant Chapter 9 has been ended and stuff.
Chapter 9? We're on Chapter 5.
Yeah, we're still on Chapter 5. We'll get to Chapter 9 eventually, I think. If there is a Chapter 9.
15 more streams from now, maybe.
I believe it was you, Christina, who called the LHC the world's largest microwave.
Yes, exactly. My hunch is right. You created a monster, Okabe.
Now she tells us.
It doesn't belong in some amateur lab, And before you take that as an endorsement of your abilities, I mean it in a bad way. How dare you! I am Halloween Kioma!
And you are just an anal-retentive bastard. I pushed the IBN 5100 and our direct connection to CERN from my mind to give Kurisu my undivided attention. Give me details.
No. Did you know that the microwave oven was invented as a byproduct of radar research?
Deru and I nod. Mayuri shakes her head.
Adorable. Microwaves are electromagnetic waves with a frequency of 2.45 gigahertz. The phone wave is commercial grade, so its output is around 1500-2000 watts. Here's the important part.
Kurisu goes on to explain that electromagnetic waves output by the microwave are somehow connected to the electromagnetic waves output by the phone. In fact, you could say they fuse together. According to Deru's blueprints, the microwave and the phone are made to send out shared electromagnetic waves by taking their leads.
That was... whoops.
And hardwiring each of them to the magnetron's cathode and anode.
Both devices use electromagnetic waves. I'm not a specialist though, so I can't examine the extent or magnitude of the influence that fusion has. But hypothetically, the cell phone were to become a stepping stone, scattering the military-grade electromagnetic waves over a vast range of hundreds of kilometers. But then not just Akihabara, but all of Tokyo would turn into the inside of a microwave oven. Taking into account slight variance due to body weight, the average time until death for the people inside would be 3 minutes. Why are you more concerned about how long it takes to kill somebody?
Seriously? Then the phone wave is a weapon of mass destruction, isn't it? Is it really that powerful?
Let me tell you what happens inside the phone wave. The air inside the oven is full of invisible hydron atoms. First, it bombards the atoms with microwaves to increase their energy potential. This is a normal function of a microwave oven. But when you add the electromagnetic waves from this phone, the harmonics trigger a chain reaction. The particles collide repeatedly at near light speed, getting mass and energy each time. In other words, it becomes a sort of particle accelerator.
A particle accelerator?
The Small Hadron Collider?
It's literally the same as the LHC. So if the LHC was created to generate mini black holes...
The phone wave makes minier black holes.
Then the phone wave, named subject to change, must also produce mini black holes. Kurisu. She doesn't deny it.
It's a miracle this thing has been so stable. Especially with the door off and the electronics get fried every time you activate it. But there's still one thing I don't understand. Even if it does produce many black holes, they should evaporate instantly. But that's not what happens in the phone wave. The jellification phenomenon proves that. Just like in LHC, our many black holes are turning into Kerr black holes.
According to Tita, you have to inject electrons to produce the Kerr black hole effect.
And what do you think electricity probably has a lot of in it, Dokkabe? Where do the injected electrons come from? That's what I don't understand. The LHC uses something called a lifter to inject electrons into the black hole and control the gravitational field. Something is filling that role inside the phone wave.
Something?
Like I said, I don't know what.
So I guess that's what it comes down to. Looks like we need to review what the LHC is. LHC stands for Large Hadron Collider.
Hadron?
It's the name of an elementary particle. The LHC is basically a huge circular tunnel underneath Switzerland and France. It sits about 100 meters below ground and has a total length of 27 kilometers. There are 2 rings that run through the tunnel. Inside the rings is a super low temperature vacuum, an environment like outer space, basically. Seriously, more. In an adjacent facility, protons are gradually accelerated by the linear accelerator, the proton synchrotron booster, and the superproton synchrotron. Yes, just have to flip the switch on the Science-y 1000. Finally, they're injected into the LHC, where they undergo their final acceleration via a series of superconducting magnets installed in the tunnel. By now, they're traveling at up to 99.9999991% the speed of light. That's enough to melt your brain. Not as dangerous as a phone wave, though.
I'm pretty sure there's a true horror story about someone that was trying to do maintenance on the inside of the collider, and it was on for some reason, so proton went through his head and he died.
Well, I guess we'll never know. They probably keep that thing top secret.
No, it's a public story.
Is it?
There's this YouTuber I watch called Mr. Ball, and it like talks about horror stories. That's not one of the worst things I've
cover
heard.
Something like that up, yeah.
There was this one story I heard about some dude in a nuclear reactor fucked up with the rods, I think. Got a blast of radiation. And I think he was the first one, which is what they named this disease after. It's called walking ghost syndrome.
Walking ghost syndrome.
Every cell in his body is dead, but he's still alive. His body is dying and decomposing, but his brain is still on. So he is alive and dying at the same time.
Oh my. That sounds gruesome. Yeah, Lord.
Hi, Twilight.
The purpose of the LHC project is to study the high energy reactions that result. Or so they say. Yeah, but we know they're a bunch of stinking liars. And that, my fellow lab members, brings us to the question. Can the phone wave, name subject to change, beat CERN to true physical time travel?
I have, Cassie. 2 problems. 1, setting the destination. 2, the lifter.
We have already established that the D-mail arrives precisely when and where it's supposed to.
It's dangerous to accept that without verification.
As for the lifter, we already know it exists. We just need to figure out what it is.
Change the name of what, Cassie? I don't think we're going to find it. The phone wave's not exactly big, you know? And we've been poking at it for days without turning up a clue. Even if we do find it, it'll take forever to learn how to tune the electron feed properly.
How long is forever?
Technically, Cassie, it's just called the phone wave, but Okabe, for some reason, says the entire fucking thing out. Which I realized pretty quickly when every other character just calls it the phone wave, that whenever Okabe is talking about it, he also says the name subject to change part.
Yeah.
Stern's been working on it for 9 years and they still haven't solved it.
We're just amateurs, so it's bound to take even longer. Let's look at it from a different angle. CERN tried to send people back in time, but they couldn't get the electron feed right. The singularities were not naked. It's the same with the phone wave, name subject to change. You can only send 36 bytes of data safely, otherwise you get a jellyman.
I wonder if you get a jelly text if you send 37 bytes. Let's consider the problem in reverse.
What if we could convert a human to data, then compress that data into just 36 bytes? We could send that person through the ring singularity, just like a D-mail, couldn't we? Convert a human to data? That's not even possible, man. And even if it were, there'd be, like, exabytes of data or something. You want to compress that into 36 bytes? Are you high?
Have you ever heard of WinZip, Darth?
WinZip and WinRAR.
The two things that constantly say to you, you need to buy us, but we're gonna let you keep using us anyway.
I thought it was a good idea. I guess it's not that easy. The barriers to time travel are just too high.
Of course, if it works, then maybe. Maybe we can do it.
Do what? Time travel? Are you serious?
The data compression part, at least, is easy. Just download WinZip. We can just use the black holes created by the LHC, since black holes compress everything they swallow. Compression won't harm data like it would harm a human. As long as we're just sending data, there's nothing to worry about.
How do you plan to convert humans into data?
You know that my thesis got published, right?
This is no time to flaunt your accomplishments.
Have you read it?
I have not.
That's probably Dario.
No. I've got scans if you want to read it.
The title of my thesis is Analysis of memory-related nerve impulses in the temporal lobe.
Temporal lobe? Nerve impulses? Kawaii cuties, welcome in. Lurkies and joke. What's Santa's favorite kind of roll? Carols. What? You didn't know? No, wait. This can't be right. This title sounds like, neuroscience, not physics.
I'm a neuroscientist. Got a problem? Also, science overlaps in a lot of places for a lot of different fields.
From the way she talks about particle accelerators and time travel theory, I was sure she had to be a physicist. No. Forget about that. How is this related to time travel?
It's not. Converting an entire human to data is impossible. But converting humans' memories may be possible.
Converting memories to data?
Imagine a chest of drawers. Each drawer is filled with tiny boxes, and inside each box, another bunch of tiny boxes. You keep opening boxes until you find the memory you're looking for. Well, then my chest of drawers sure is fucked up because I can't find the boxes half the time. Now, before you ask how this relates to time travel, there's one more thing I need to explain. Several years ago, my lab, the Neurophysiology Lab at Victor Kanduri University, developed a technology called Visual Rebuilding, or VR for short. I see.
Virtual reality.
Put simply, it enables conversion of video data into nerve impulse signals. Used in reverse, it can also convert nerve impulses into video data, or any other kind of electronic data. First, you could totally make Stein, or not Steins Gate, Sword Art Online. The full dive system they use in that anime.
Possible crossover event? That could work.
I think the half dive exists in real life right now. So if we combine VR technology with my research, you see where I'm going?
No way.
What?
We can convert memories into data?
Not just that. Memory transplantation, backups, external storage, all of these things become possible.
It's actually kind of cool. It's like science fiction.
You don't say.
In a sense, this technology could be used to copy a person's soul. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Cassie said, I can convert my fist into pain.
Pain is just an illusion. An illusion that really, really hurts! So basically what you're saying is that we convert the subject's memories into video data.
And then upload it to YouTube.
Or Rumble, or Odyssey, or stream it live on Twitch. Use the LHC's black hole to compress that data into 36 bytes. Send that data through the Kerr black hole inside the phone wave, name subject to change.
That's the long and short of it.
And finally, imprint those memories on the subject's brain in the past.
What does that mean? We can send our memories back in time. In order to differentiate it from physical time travel, let's call it a time leap for now. You don't go back, just your memories. What?
Because we can't call it quantum leap, otherwise NBC would sue them.
It's so crazy that nobody's thought of it before. Well, you're dealing with Okabe, who is a slave to his delusions 90% of the time. Oh.
She's right. The idea is ridiculous, but exactly why none of the geniuses at CERN could come up with it. It's a scientific blind spot. To transfer memories to the past via cell phone. To time leap.
To unpause music. YouTube, please, for fuck's sake. I'm not buying premium just so you stop doing that. The important thing to remember is that only memories are being transferred. Personality and consciousness aren't included. It's Okabe. He will be the same person no matter where you stick his memories.
What does that mean? How is it different from what you see in sci-fi novels? Well, number one, this is not a sci-fi novel.
I mean...
Well, a visual sci-fi novel. This is anime, brother.
Time looping in sci-fi usually sends everything. Consciousness, personality, and memory. He is a cute redhead, Cassie. But in real life, there's probably too much data, and besides, we only analyze memories. Think of consciousness, personality, and memory as separate things. I can understand that. I watch Star Wars. All the clones have different personalities. Memories are like the video data stored on a computer. And consciousness and personality are like the OS. If you're running Windows Vista, you probably have a problem.
Well, videos could take up way more space than the OS.
It's just an example. For starters, it's still not clear where personality and consciousness are located or how they're constructed. So we can't convert them to data, or at least I can't.
So we can only send memories. Where does that leave us?
Your memories aren't the only thing that define you. Even if you send your memories to the past, it'll be the receiving use consciousness and personality to process them. Is autism Windows 8? 8.1 maybe.
So in Mindor's terms, it's like copying data from a Vista computer to a Min 95 computer.
That sounds like a terrible idea. I've had both OSs when I was little. Vista and Windows 95 suck.
Oh, you didn't like Windows 95? Around... thought it was alright. Though 98 did make some improvements on 95.
I think I've had a bunch of the old ones. Cause my mother had a bunch of computers, and my uncle built computers. So I've had a Vista computer, I've had a Windows 95, I've had Windows XP. I don't think I ever had Windows 7. At some point, I just got a new computer and it was Windows 8.1. Then, did they ever make Windows 9? Or did they skip 9?
No, they skipped that and went straight to Windows 10.
I guess 8.1 is technically 9.
Yeah, you could say that.
I remember back when everyone was like, well, Windows 10 breaks everything. And then one of my laptops force updated itself to Windows 10, but everything was fine for me. And then Windows 11, which is what my current rig runs. And everyone was like, oh, well, Windows 11 breaks everything. I was like, oh, God. Haven't had any issues with it.
Usually a lot of this gets fixed with the first service pack.
The minority is also always the loudest, so it's like, well...
Yes.
All you're gonna see are the people complaining because there's nothing to say unless you're complaining.
Mm-hmm.
Data created the latest OS might not work in an older OS. It might cause errors. For example, if you sent your current memories to yourself in elementary school, the gap between your memories and your body could have serious consequences.
Drive your past self insane. Anyway, is it correct to assume that we will be targeting ourselves in the past?
Just like with D-mail, we're using cell phones as a transfer medium. To be precise, you can only leap into your own body, and only if you had a cell phone at the time of reception.
There was an exception in Lukaku's place where we sent a D-mail to a pager, but that doesn't apply to time leaping.
If you try sending memories to someone else, how do I put this? There's a danger that the electrical signals might be rejected. Violently.
Wouldn't want to jump into someone else's body. I mean, unless it's the body of a cute girl.
God damn it, Dario. I need to make you watch Oshinoko, Kazi.
I probably need to watch it myself. Is this guy capable of non-perverted thought?
I feel like you'd probably like Oshinoko. It's one of those reincarnation animes, but it's not an isekai.
Huh. That's refreshing. I've had a lot of isekai animes as of late.
Yeah, a lot of Japanese studios don't realize you can do a reincarnation story without sticking them in a fantasy world.
Yes.
Don't he mean, you idiot. If it just bounces off, that's fine, but I'm worried incompatible memory data might do serious damage to the recipient's psyche. I don't know what might happen. No one's done it before, after all. And if the D-mails are any indication, if you fuck up your younger self, then you're gonna really fuck up the timeline.
Yeah. That makes us pioneers. I like it.
There are two things I do know. One, you definitely cannot go back before you were born. And two, you won't exist in two places at once. That means you don't have to worry about causing a paradox. You can't kill your parents before you were born.
It really is starting to turn out to be something similar to the premise of the show Quantum Leap. So the phones act like black and white holes.
Considering she doesn't understand the concept of word lines yet, though, and word lines is like the canonical way time travel works in this. Of course, you can't be in two places at once. You send your consciousness into a different word line.
It seems like a strange coincidence that cell phones would be the medium of time travel. But really, could it have been anything else? These days, people wear their phones like a second skin. No other medium could reliably deliver the memories to their intended target. It's me. Everything's falling into place. The plan can now proceed to the final stage. I'm talking about Operation Verthandi, obviously. Christina had me fooled. I never knew she was capable of this. It must have been the choice of Stein's Gate that sent her here. Don't worry. I have everything under control. Nothing can stop us now. El Sai Congru. Were you listening? Good. Commence preparations for Operation Verthandi.
First, explain what that is.
We're going to build your time leap machine, Christina, and you'd better not say it can't be done, not after showing me the way.
Well, this is Akihabara. I should be able to find the parts I need.
Then it's decided. I'm placing you in charge of this operation. Whatever you need, ask and it shall be yours.
Take off your pants. Anything but that.
Together we shall complete the first time leap machine in human history.
Come on, next day.
Gotta get through night first, but...
Not even the next day. Fucking... the 13th is when the thing I'm waiting for happens.
Yeah. Why don't we go ahead and call it here? I'm
Yeah, this
getting
is
a bit
a
tired and
good point.
Yeah, I need to grab dinner and everything. I'm starting to get hungry.
I think 2 hours is like a good stopping point. Whenever we find like the cutoff area.
I would say so. Yes. Alright, you gonna keep streaming or...
I am.
Okay.
Well, let's see if I can remember what the save button is. You think I would remember, but I don't. I'll do a quick save first. So F8. And then the menu is... that one. We are 26 hours in.
Good God.
And we're still in the beginning of the game.
Oh my. Okay. Well.
At least, you know, whenever we hit the 13th fucking day, that is the middle of the game.
Alright.
Unless they bundled Steins Gate 0 into this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he'll appreciate that, Sly. My girlfriend said that you have a very soothing voice.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Right. I'll go ahead and send everybody over to you on the Twitch side of things. And, yeah,
I'm
I will...
sure that's a better reception than that other friend of ours from my chat that said that you're scary.
Yes, indeed. Anyways, schedule dropping soon. Also, new episode of the podcast dropping soon. but I will see everybody tomorrow. I'm Lord Rexworth, wishing you all the best, and God bless.
We're gonna need a bigger bar.
All right. I leave everyone in your hands, Zoe.
I'll take good care of them.
Okay. Fantastic. All right. Take care of yourself. And, yeah. Pick this up, if not next week, then the week after next.
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I won't stop. I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost. I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot.
Really start planning ahead for these sorts of moments. Because I do have another collab. I'm gonna play with Scarlet. But it's not that time yet. What do I do for 30 minutes?
I got nothing to lose, so you better watch out. Can't predict my moves.